This video is brought to you by FM Custom Kits. Do you need custom kits for your Football Manager save? Then contact FM Custom Kits on Instagram or Twitter. This guy can make you custom kits for your Football Manager save. They can be in 2D or 3D for a real team such as Liverpool or a fake team such as AG Cousins. And don't forget to use discount code #GibbsyKits to get 10% off your order. Right guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're back with more Football Manager. So, we are currently in February, just over halfway through the season, and it's been a hectic year. It's been a hectic season so far. We are currently up in second. Let's just cut to the league table. That's all everyone cares about. We're currently up in second, 66 points. We're only up by 1 goal difference. Fleetwood right below us on 66 points. And then you've obviously got Doncaster there, 65. Lincoln and Wycombe still in it on 61. And realistically, you've still kind of got, Crewe, Bristol, Newcastle fighting for top 6. It's just very close in my opinion. Even if I was the likes of QPR, Bradford, even Exeter on 53, I would still be thinking I can push up there between now and the end of the season. It's been very tight. We've been up and down. We've spent a lot of time in kind of the playoffs, third, fourth. Maybe not quite third. We only moved into third recently, and then we've got up into second after that. Kind of like 4th and 5th area. Been a few times we've dropped out, but it's been very close all season. Whenever we've been 4th, 5th, we've noticed the teams below us are maybe 1 or 2 points below us, so you're never really safe. We are in the automatic places, which is good. Means we could get up, just no hassle, no playoffs. So one thing that will disappoint me if we actually do go up, obviously we're in League 1, would be going up to the Championship. How can you be disappointed about that? Leasing.com trophy, we were knocked out here, Northern Section 3rd round. Bradford knocked us out. Bradford got tanked by Salford and straight after, and even we played Bradford in the league, the game straight after that, beat them 2-1. Where was that in the cup? It was so disappointing. And you see here, Reading beat us 3-2 in the FA Cup. That was a 3rd round replay. That was actually fantastic from us. Reading are a Championship side, and we played them at home and drew 2-2. Absolutely brilliant. Obeda scored in the 81st minute for them. We were so close, and I think I done this on stream as well. I've done both games on stream. We go 2-0 down. Pedrosa almost equalised at 1-1. It got ruled for offside, and I was livid about that the whole game because it kept coming back to if we had that extra goal. They go 2-0 up. Muirkin makes it 2-1. They then go 3-1 up. Edwards makes it 3-2, but we just can't get the goal. Pedrosa, if his goal had stood, completely different story. So unfortunately we didn't quite get a big draw there. Player stats so far, of course, the main man himself, Jamie Thomas, absolutely running the show. Hilton is a new player I've brought in. Sonny Hilton, brought him in on a free. He's on 1.8k a week, quite high, but he is a phenomenal player. Doesn't always get to play, mind you, because currently we play, we're playing like this now, but earlier on in the season, we were just playing a flat 4-4-2, so Amos and Hilton weren't starting. We were actually starting Dreher, Luke Dreher. We signed him on a free. I think Crystal Palace released him, and then I think we were starting Edwards, obviously, but he was being rotated about with Callum Slattery. Picked him up on a free from Southampton. Now 2k a week, kind of dodgy for that one. We're going to have to look at the end of the season what kind of stats he's provided for this year. Is he worth that 2k a week? I don't know. So I think you've seen most of the guys. Peixoto, 1.7 mil he's worth now, lads. Absolute beast. Portuguese youngster. He's going to be a Portuguese wonder kid, really. Might train him to play on the wings too. This kid has really surprised me. Tristan Aberdeen Goodridge, 2.5 star. Doesn't look like much. Lads, see that 15 shooting and even the 16 pace. Absolutely unbelievable. Man comes on. In fact, can I see where's his I want to try and see his stats. He's been absolutely unbelievable. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to find this. Here we go. Player history. Right. So, he was released by Villa. He spent a year on loan at Blackpool. We had him last season. He played 21 times, scored 6 goals, 7 assists. He's played 28 times this season so far. 7 goals, 6 assists. Absolutely brilliant. He comes on off the bench. And he just does a job, lads. He really does a job. He's absolutely fantastic. Now, another player that I've brought in, you might not have seen. He was kind of not a panic buy. We did look into it. He was a free agent, of course. Malachi Napa. Now, he's actually a good player. He's a decent player. £600 a week, no dramas. And here's why. If we go into the reserves, Elliot has been out for some time. Now, he's only out for 10 more days, thank goodness. But he was out for months. And during that time, our main man, not Murkin, it was Murkin actually. Murkin, he got injured. Which really stumped us for a right mid, because we don't have anyone else. Gokdemir as well was injured at the same time, I must say. He was also injured. We literally had nobody, lads. So I had to go out and I had to sign somebody. There was only like 4 or 5 right mids in the free agents. So Napa looked like a decent bet. And you know what? He's come on and he's 7 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. I can't complain too much. He's a bit part player. His contract runs out next year. So after a year in the championship, he might not even be good enough. He's done the job this season. It's not as if we're low on right mids, Elliot starts. Murkin's starting at the minute. He's our backup. Gokdemir is also there. So Napa's like a 4th choice. He might even drop to the reserves next season. Might place him on the transfer list, not necessarily offer him to clubs, just kind of toy about and see if anyone comes in and he's not good enough for us. Yes, he can go. If no one comes in, he can see his contract out. But I cannot complain for the fact that he's done the job. He's done what's been asked of him. I've also brought in Kyle Scott, ex-Chelsea player, I believe. Yep. He actually hasn't been at Chelsea in a while. Trabzonspor released him. 2 games. He hasn't played the most. He hasn't played the most amount of games. Of course, someone's out there cutting the grass. I'm gonna move here for you boys. He hasn't played the most amount of games, okay? But he's still a quality player. And, if you look at the coach report, Scott, he's a good player. He's not as strong as Luke Amos, but I still feel comfortable with using him. Now, one of the problems I do find at the club is the centre-back position. And not because it's not good enough, far from it. We have far too many of them. If we go squad depth, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centre-backs. And it does get to a point you kind of look at the scout reports. And I'm thinking, Mangueza has dropped off big time, unfortunately. He's 25 now. Cap's 27. Gottwald, he's 27. But Sykes we actually signed. That's why he's on 3k a week. But Sykes, brilliant player. I'm really happy with him. I feel like he's been good. Doesn't always start, but he's worked his way into the starting position now. Darnell Johnson was our right back last season. not anymore, because we picked up Jude Russell. I believe he's an ex-Chelsea man. Don't know if he came from... He was on loan. He was on loan at Swansea from Crystal Palace. I'm actually wrong, boys. I apologise. I could have swore he played for Chelsea. I thought he did, but anyway, we've brought him in. Fantastic player. He starts at right back now. So that allowed Darnell Johnson to move into centre back. And again, that makes our defence absolutely... I want to say absolutely fantastic. But if you look at the league, we've still conceded 52 goals this season. You know, Lincoln have let in 52, yes. But Newport are 14th. They've let in 53. They're the only team who have let in more than us. Until you get down into, obviously, relegation battling teams. There's Preston, 20th in the league, have let in less goals than us. It's still an issue. And maybe a look at the keeper position. But Campos is still our best goalkeeper at the club, boys. He is. And he has been for some time, of course. We look into his history. He's been with us for a long time. He came in with us actually at the first season. He managed to pick up an assist. He's picked up a couple of assists in his career. But if you look at, you know, this season, he's conceded 67 goals. Obviously, you play a lot of games in this league. That's what happens. But overall, the board's happy. The board is happy. So we have Preston in the league here, boys. And you know what? I'm gonna give you a game here, just to see how the team's doing. We've changed the tactics this season, lads. We're playing attacking football now, and we're playing a balanced line, and we're pressing them all over. High press. I feel comfortable playing like that. Now Preston are 20th. Now I did say coming into this, they've conceded less goals than us. Let's change that. But I've read in places the game kind of it starts to understand your tactics. For instance, we've been playing counter-attack for a few seasons. The game's reading that now, and the game's figured that out, which makes sense because we're in higher leagues now. But I feel like the lads are good enough this season. We've got good enough attackers. There's Jamie Thomas making it 1-0. You'll love to see it. We've got good enough attackers to just start playing attacking football. Defending has always been our weak point. Now, I think our defence is actually quite strong. There's 2-0. Luke Amos, second goal this season. Absolutely brilliant. It's maybe just a case of finding the right formation. I tried 3 at the back for a few games, and that was still quite leaky. Now, at half time, everybody's fitness is looking good. But looking into this defence, Gordon now, he isn't really what he used to be. But I still think he's a fantastic player. And I think that defence is good enough to be able to start holding out teams and stop conceding so many goals. Now hopefully we can hold on and get the win against Preston here and not do anything stupid like we tend to do sometimes. Though we could go looking for a third here. It's going to be a free kick. Jamie Thomas, you can bang that in, son. And he does. 3-0. His 25th of the season. Pedrosa and Thomas, lads, absolutely ridiculous. They've been unreal for seasons upon seasons. That's why they're still in League One with us and they're still our starting strikers. Now, an hour gone. It's time to look at subs. It's time to look at who's losing fitness a bit. Now, Pedrosa's been kind of quiet. I'm going to bring on Aberdeen Goodridge and show you how he's doing. Let's bring on Edwards for Hilton. And we'll leave it at that for now. I think Murkin's probably going to have to come off soon. That tends to happen to him. Yeah, we can get quite tired in games. And we're going to have a look at making that sub here now. And see. So Murkin, yeah, he's going to come off now. And Napa, the main man's going to come on. Get another appearance in. I mean, he technically is better than Gokdemir, But I just think Ali Gokdemir performs in matches. You know, that's what it is. But it looks like we're going to hold on here. We're going to get a nice wee 3-0 win. Is it going to stay that way? Are they going to score? Are we going to score? We've definitely helped our goal difference a bit, which is nice to see. They've definitely not conceded less goals than us now. Well, maybe they have. Were they on 48? Not too sure. Napa tries to whip one in. But if we can hold them off here, keep a clean sheet, that would be very nice. And surely the ref's going to blow up. That's it. Come on. 3-0 win. Nice start to the episode. We're still second, but we're just 1 point behind Coventry. Coventry must have dropped points today. Preston have let in 51 goals. We've let in 52. That tells you a lot. We've just beat them 3-0 and they've let in less goals than us. So Coventry were beaten today by Doncaster. Doncaster are fourth. It's all very tight. It's all very tight now. There's a bit of a title race on. Even the teams down in, well, I'd say from Doncaster probably. Wickham and Lincoln have a bit of catching up to do. I think they should kind of be more worried about Newcastle creeping in into the playoff places there. But boys, I am going to stream the rest of this season here on stream, twitch.tv/Joshua_Gibson8, and then I'll be back with a wee end of season recap, boys. So, lads, we made it to the end of the season, and believe it or not, automatic promotion. Unbelievable. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. It was a fight. Losing to Exeter and Forest Green, drawn with Charlton and Crewe. That was really disappointing, but you know, we managed to pull it back. As always, Jamie Thomas just ruled the show. He was absolutely unbelievable. Napa, I actually gave him a good chance at the end of the season, and he took it. 2 goals, 2 assists, but he played very well. And I'm really impressed with him. So yeah, we're going up to the championship, boys. Now the likes of Yusuf Diarra are gonna have to go, boys. Unfortunately, it's been a long run, but it's time for them to go. So that's just how it is. But yeah, Thomas running the show, top scorer in the league and in general, and we couldn't ask for much more, lads. So the next video, we are going to be in the championship. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check us out on Twitch to watch these episodes live. That's where we streamed the final 10 games of the season. It was very intense, very stressful, and I came right down to the final day because, I mean, look at this. 3 teams on 87 points. Madness. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.